Please tell me if this is okay or if this is funny. I am homeless, extremely depressed, living in this shed. No way to shower, so I asked my friend Brittany if she can come get me tonight to take me to shower. She knows I have no money right now. I have no way to get money right now. And she wanted to make a joke. Okay, you can only shower if you buy food for us. For her and her friend. And I told her I'm broke. She's like, I know, I was just f***ing with you. We were just f***ing with you. It was just a joke. Ha ha.
Alright, Queen, your situation is not funny. Actually, it's a result of a situation that's sad, and, to be honest with you, it was avoidable because of your own decisions. Now, what do I mean by that? Simply put, does this gorilla know how you ended up homeless? No, he doesn't. But I can tell you one thing. The difference between men and women is that there are plenty of safety nets for women to not end up homeless. Men have far fewer safety nets. How do I know this? Because women count on men to be the safety nets on a lot of situations. I know this isn't another video of the gorilla saying, yeah, you should have got yourself a man, haha. No, this is a video of this gorilla saying, hey, you know what? There are way more homeless men than women are out there, and you don't see the homeless men doing these TikToks, trying to garner some sympathy or trying to garner some money. Like I said, women have a lot more safety nets. Why don't you use them? Before we move on, I want to say thank you, fam, to all of my subscribers for supporting this channel. I truly appreciate all of you who leave comments, who like my videos, and share them on other social media platforms. I truly gotta say thanks, fam. If it wasn't for you, I wouldn't be here. And for those of you who haven't subscribed yet, I thank you for tuning in, and I hope you decide to hit that subscribe button. Moving on!
I slept alone for almost 10 years before my marriage ended. And at one point, sleeping alone meant I was safe. And I didn't have to worry. But now, man, it sucks to wake up every morning alone. Stupid, I'm so over it. I don't want to sleep alone anymore.
Oh, dang, Queen, divorce sounds so awesome for women. I mean, yeah, it's empowering, liberating. Yeah, girl, you could be on your own. You could be your own boss. You don't have to listen to no man. You don't need no man. Of course not. It sounds like a great idea, and you have like a group of women online on social media cheering you on, like if they were the Super Bowl cheering squad. Yeah, go for the championship, girl. Yeah, it's all fine and dandy until reality hits. I mean, it's not just waking up alone. That's just part of it. Now, from here on out, you gotta pay your own bills there, sweetheart. You gotta get a job. You gotta put food on the table. Not just that, you're gonna do your usual cleaning the house by yourself. On top of that, now you're gonna do the home maintenance and the car maintenance. And not just that, you're your own security squad as well. If somebody tries to kick that door in, you don't got no man to put between them and you. No, it's all you, sweetheart. You better be packing some heat, because I doubt Kung Fu is gonna be highly effective for women of your age/size against most criminals out there who want to do you harm. And this is just the obvious stuff. There's a bunch of other expenses, but hey, at least you're admitting your regret. You better run straight back to your ex with a quickness and pray that he takes you back. Moving on!
So I'm getting a lot of messages asking if the reason that I'm homeless has to do with substance abuse. The answer is no. I am 110% sober. No alcohol, no drugs of any kind. I'm not even smoking green anymore. I would typically smoke some green when I wanted to do some artwork or I wanted to read a book just to like relax and calm my mind. I'm not even doing that anymore. I'm 110% sober. And regardless, that's not the reason that I went homeless. Now, I've talked about the reason in my life, but that's besides the point. I want to ask you, if you are in a really desperate situation where you are on the verge of losing everything, you tried everything, and your hands were tied and you were literally on the verge of losing everything, would you have someone to call for help? And if you had someone to call for help, who would you call? Not everyone has someone to call and lean on for help. I didn't have anyone to lean on for help. Yes, in the past, I've called my family and asked them for help, but in return, I was put down and belittled and shamed for it. I was verbally abused for needing help and struggling, chasing after a dream and trying to build my life and make something of myself with little to no help, mind you. Not everyone who's homeless went homeless because of a substance abuse. Some of them I'm sure did, but not all of them did. But once you get on the street, it's really easy to get a hold of stuff. I'm just not interested. I like having a brain. I like my brain cells. I like being a functioning person. Not just that, but substances don't help. All they help you with is running away from yourself, which even then, you're not even going anywhere. So, to answer your question, I did not go homeless because of substance abuse.
Oh, poor you.
So to recap, you went homeless because of the consequences of your own decisions. Plain and simple. I don't care how many excuses you want to put out there. There's this thing called accountability. And I'm hoping that you're learning this as you live in that tent on the street. Hopefully you'll learn your lesson before the next midnight dumpster dive by the local supermarket, where you'll have to fight off 2 more hobos for some moldy cheese and stale bread. And I find it funny how you actually have the option to call your family, but you say that they verbally abuse you. So you rather live in a tent out in the street than be verbally abused. And let me guess, the verbal abuse is them criticizing you for your decisions. For them saying, look at the decision you made, you're chasing a pipe dream probably, and it's leading you nowhere fast. In fact, it's leading you straight to homelessness. And you're like, I don't want to hear that. You talk about using substances to escape reality. What are you doing? I mean, yeah, you're not using substances, but you are definitely escaping reality, accountability. I'm pretty sure your family wouldn't have a problem helping you out as long as you're willing to listen. And I think the problem is you don't want to listen. And the funny thing is, you're asking, what would you do if you were about to lose everything? Let me see. Why don't you ask every man who has been ran through the circus of family court where he has actually lost everything, half of everything that he had. A lot of times he gets kicked out of his own home that he has to continue to pay for and go live on somebody's couch for a while. Maybe a family member, maybe a friend. Hell, maybe he's a total stranger who's running him out of a room until he gets up on his feet. The point is, yeah, plenty of men already know this already. And guess what? Criticism / verbal abuse is the worst of it. Most men will be like, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, I'm a dummy because I'm the one who chose this woman. I chose to marry her. Nobody put a gun to my head. I ignored all the red flags, and I lost everything I had. Those are the consequences of my own decisions. Just like you being in that awesome tent, which I'm pretty sure it works fabulously through the winter. You're there because of your own decisions. Now, I know that you want to say, well, don't judge. You don't know how I got here. Well, you said it yourself. You don't want to hear it from your family, i.e., you chose to be there. You're saying that you tried everything. Somehow, some way, I just don't buy that. When it comes to homelessness, there's a reason there's a huge disparity between men and women in homelessness. There's way more homeless men than there are women. Why? Because society has a lot of safety nets for women, i.e., men are considered part of that safety net. If a woman's attractive enough, there are simps out there that'll take her in and think, I can fix her. And trust me, you're attractive enough to pull in a simp or two. This girl isn't blind. But it seems like you don't want to do that. And no, this girl isn't telling you to sell yourself out there. This girl is just pointing out you do have more options than men. But you do you, girlfriend. I'm pretty sure there's a TikTok pity party for you, cheering you on to go pick up some 3-day-old stale pastries at the local bakery. Moving on.
Well, I downloaded the apps again. Two. I downloaded 2 apps, okay? And one was the one that I've never been on before called Coffee Meets Bagel, which I find to be ridiculous. I'm not a fan so far, but it's only been 3 hours. But I paid for it thinking that I would get the most out of it, and there's like not really anyone on there. So that sucks. And then I did Bumble, which was a mistake. It was a mistake. I admit my errors. Bumble is the absolute worst. I have like 8 or 10 messages from this morning that I've reached out to people and not a one back. So, which is fine. It's this morning. It's busy. It's a Saturday. But like, you were on the app to match with me and I just downloaded. So I feel like that's weird. And I'm not a bad time. I'm not a bad messenger. I'm not, I'm cute. So I don't know. I feel like my profile's okay. So yeah, anyway, we'll see if I'm on it by tomorrow. I had 2 dates this weekend. I now have no dates this weekend. I canceled the one. I told you guys about it. It's fine. We've actually been messaging. I think he's a lovely guy. Just not my guy. And then the other guy, we stopped talking last time because of communication. We both have really great communication, but it is not communication that works for each other. And it happened again. And I just said, you know what? I bow out. I wish you the best. So I'm about to go to my ex-husband's house to hang out with my kids and his partner and his sister, who's my ex-sister-in-law, who I all love deeply. But that's what I'm doing with my Saturday. So, yeah. Also, not an invitation to reach out to try to get with me or anything if you live in another state or another part of Colorado, or even if you're close to Colorado or close to where I'm at in Colorado. I'm very picky, so if I'm not responsive, I'm sorry. That's it. Have a good day.
All right, my granddaughter post-walk Halloween. You tell them. How dare those men not respond to your 10 messages after you paid the premium price on those apps in order to talk to them? I mean, hell, you paid for them to match with you. You shame those men because being single was your choice. So now they have to be thankful that you're choosing not to be single again. You're not saying you don't need no man anymore. You're saying, no, I'm paying you to reply to me. Now imagine what it's like for men who are on these apps and they pay the premium prices and they send out 100, 150 messages and they get no replies. Oh, but that's different, right? Because they're men. They're supposed to be the ones taking the risk and getting all the rejection. You, queen, no. Men are supposed to hit you up like they did when you were in your 20s. You remember that era? When you were in your prime and you believed that womanist Kool-Aid saying you were going to be strong and independent, a total boss, babe. You were going to go out and slay in the career field. Well, you made enough money to pay for the premium package on Bumble, at least. I mean, we all know that you weren't messaging those Chads. The 10 guys who didn't respond that bothers you so much, those are the Chads and Tyrones, because you said it yourself. You had 2 dates set up this weekend. Notice how easy it is to be a female on these dating apps. Anyway, and you pulled out a bow for them. Yeah, they were great communicators, but, they weren't your type. In other words, you're a 49er. You believe that you're a 9, and I'll give you a 4, and I'm being overly generous. I know that. So you think you deserve a 9. And the 9s and 10s, the high-value guys, aren't answering you back. Oh, it must sting horribly that you're going to go to your ex-husband's house and know that, he's already shacked up with somebody else. Ooh, you were replaceable. That can't feel good. I'm sorry, this girl has got to correct himself. It's not that you were replaceable. No. You were replaced. Of a newer model. But this girl has got to say it, queen. The most awesome part of your entire video is that you're trying to go on dates because you're tired of being alone, tired of being strong and independent. It doesn't dawn on you that you're nowhere near as high on the totem pole as you think you are. You think you could be picky. I'm sorry, but the 10 guys that you message not messaging you back should let you know that you are not in a position to be picky. You don't have the best bargaining chips. You're not a collector's classic. You're a clunker. And if one of those guys hits you back, chances are he's going to consider you just a pump and dump. Well, enjoy your time going to your ex-husband's house. I'm pretty sure it's going to be awesome thinking about how his new partner gets to ride that awesome sausage that you decided you didn't want anymore. Just to live the schmection of shitty lifestyle. And you're finding out the hard way that Hollywood isn't real life.
No way!
I'm just saying, if you enjoy this audit, click on the video in the end screen for more content. If you would like to support the channel, please follow the link in the description to donate to our beer fund, or like, subscribe, and share this video on other social media platforms. If you agree or disagree with anything about this audit, please let us know in the comments. I'm going to leave this audit right here. I'll see all of you in the next episode.